across the world. It's the second day of the 9th month of the year 2020. 0209-2020. This is Oluyole 98.5 FM. Check your time, it's 6:32 a.m. Time for conversation with Dayo and Tola. I am Oladayo Ogunbowale.
I am Tola Teriba. Good morning.
All right. Today is World Coconut Day. World Coconut Day. Very interesting day, right? The theme for this year, you want? Okay, we'll come back to that. This is a network program coming to you live from the stables of Oluyole 98.5 FM. We're broadcasting live on Agility 92.1 FM, Okyugu 96.3 FM, and of course, straight out of our Iliake de Orita Bashoron studios right here in Ibadan. A very good morning to our online listeners from wherever you're listening or watching on Facebook, facebook.com/Oluyole 98.5 FM, or Twitter at Oluyole FM. Check us out also on Instagram at Oluyole 98.5 FM and Radio Garden. Check us out also on mixler.com/Oluyole FM. We're live on those platforms. Don't forget, our website remains the same, www.bcos.tv/listen. That is our website. You get to listen to this program via that website. So if you have a little challenge wherever you are, just, you can audio only anyway. Via our website, but you want to see our faces, want to see how the studio looks like, okay? You want to follow it live, audio visual, go on Facebook, okay? There's a live stream ongoing. Go on Twitter, there's a live stream ongoing at Oluyole FM on Twitter, at Oluyole 98.5 FM on Facebook. Once again, you are welcome. This is where we give you news you can use, newspaper review with top-notch analysis, and of course, you get to contribute. Straight to the papers. I have a copy of the Punch newspaper.
Yes, and I have a copy of the Nigerian Tribune.
Let's do this. Water resources, confusion over bill as reps, leaders disagree over hearing. We'll shoot it down again. Southern Middle Belt lawmakers mobilize against bill. Public hearing held in 8th Assembly. We won't hold another. Committee chair. Page 2 of the Punch newspaper.
On a COVID-19 palliative, the Senate demands apology from NDDC as Ojoigbo says no senator was a beneficiary. That's on page 26 of the Nigerian Tribune. It's
also here, National Assembly denies receiving 20 million naira palliative from NDDC. And that's on page 9 of the Punch newspaper.
That was supposed to be 20 million naira each for each senator.
But he said they didn't receive anything.
Oh, well. We'll see how it unfolds. Additional sworn in for second term at AFDB promises to do more for Africans. Page 7 of the Nigerian Tribune.
All right. And we have Cross River doctors block governor's office, demand rescue of kidnapped colleague. Page 5 of the Punch newspaper.
We're also talking about that Cross River, right? Talking about abduction of health workers. The government abduct 3 hospital workers in Ondo. That's page 27 of the Nigerian Tribune.
Wow. Serious one. 2 policemen killed as truck crashes into Oluyole convoy. Wow. The comrade himself escaped by whiskers. Page 9 of the Punch newspaper.
Story is also on the page 29 of the Nigerian Tribune. 2 killed as trailer rams Oluyole convoy.
Wow.
It says party suspends campaign.
It's a serious matter. Praise. All is well. Their campaign is becoming something else. Registrar's circular on varsity reopening false, malicious. Obafemi Awolowo University.
And also have this one coming from the Nigerian Tribune. Strike continues unless federal government addresses unions' demands. That's coming from ASU. Page 5 of the Nigerian Tribune.
Okay. All right. Ondo, APC faults PDP's allegation of buying voter cards. That's on page 27 of the Punch newspaper. So he's buying.
Oh, well.
All right.
And update on the controversial Kama. Khan writes Buhari wants Kama suspended. Act not targeted at churches. Khan can sponsor amendment bill to it, says presidency. That's on page 2 of the Nigerian Tribune.
That's in keeping with what the vice president said earlier. Instead of protest and all that, just do the right thing. Okay.
Could Pastor Adeboye's recent visit to Buhari be connected to?
Well, I don't want to be guilty of hasty conclusion. Neither the presidency nor Pastor Adeboye or even Professor Oshimbajo, nobody decided. They chose to not address the press after. So we don't know. I mean, one might be wrong. In fact, will most likely be wrong if we just conclude that this is what they went to discuss. Okay, so I don't want to be guilty of.
That visit, at this time.
Well, it could mean anything.
Like you said, we shouldn't.
It could mean anything. The school of thought believes that somebody's trying to help somebody, for 2023 ambition. You understand? That's another angle. So it's better one does not fall into that trap of speculating and all that. So, well, till either party decides to speak, we'll keep our fingers crossed. Keep our fingers crossed. All right. Police comb Ondo forest as gunmen abduct doctor. 2 others. Page 5 of the Punch newspaper. This thing is becoming too constant in the southwest. These days, especially these days.
And now the health workers are being targeted. Talking the economy this morning, Naira farms up to $440 to $1.
CBN is selling. That's what we're saying. Do the right thing. Because schools are resuming abroad. People have started ordering for products. You need dollars. The CBN is finally responding. Thank you, Mr. CBN Governor. Just do the right thing and we'll be fine. Unlicensed driver crushes Lagos motorcyclist, passenger to death. Pages 4 and 5 of the Punch newspaper.
Discos increase electricity tariff as NERC approved service reflective tariff takes off. That's on page 7 of the Nigerian Tribune.
That's not news, and they've warned us. Anybody who's shouting about, we were warned severally or informed.
But the terms of this new tariff,
say the poor. I'm wondering how they get to know who the poor is actually.
Honestly,
because the truth is, some of us,
it appears as if
the IBDC guy that comes to us started warning us, like he has been flashing us, Chairman, if you want to buy card for those who buy prepaid, buy now. By so date, that unit that you buy for so amount, it will be so amount. So except we want to say we know this thing. So we shouted and they said they will have to go ahead. So welcome to Nigeria.
We pay more for services,
I've decided I will not make noise over what I don't have control over. We'll do for a commercial break. Okay? When we're back, we'll take more stories.
Bye, my pikin.
You don't say go gym?
I never reach for that one.
Okay. I beg make you help us buy mango and garden egg come.
This no be the season now, you know go dey market. Say you service everything for life getting on time.
I sabi that one.
Why you come dey ask for waiting, you know say no follow?
No worry, make you just go where you go. When you come back, we go sit down talk.
Make we dey talk am now before I come out.
You been a talk say you go want make we rest small after this pikin wey we born.
I talk am because of the thing wey elder been tell me about child spacing.
Yes, so not true. Auntie nurse talk say e go help my body rest well before I carry another belle.
No worry yourself, my dear.
See as belle dey sweet me say we dey talk about this matter.
No forget say anyone wey you choose for childbirth spacing matter dey safe and you fit trust am. Oya waka go any health center wey get the green dot logo to get full informate on childbirth spacing services. This message na the Federal Ministry of Health and support from American people carry am come.
Conversation with Dayo and Tola.
Glad to know you're there. It's Oluyole 98.5 FM, and the program on the airwaves right now is Conversation with Dayo and Tola. Are you just tuning in? Time check 6:42 a.m. Destination time 7:30 a.m. We'll take more headlines.
Adam, we have more crime stories. Police rescued 12 stolen children in Anambra. The court remands 40-year-old man for allegedly defiling minor in Benue. Court remands man over alleged armed robbery murder in Osun.
Gbajabi Amila visits Buhari, embarks on peace shuttle to Ghana. Page 8 of the Punch newspaper.
And while Quorum Aviation crashed helicopter did not have a black box, says AIB. It says despite crash, Nigeria ranks among safest globally. Really?
We have started again. Comparing ourselves. Must we do this thing? Really? Okay. All right. We'll blow a trumpet. All right. NLC, man, that's Manufacturing Association of Nigeria, orders kick against electricity tariff hike. Page 19 of the Punch is already in effect. Adjust. Adjust. Page 19 of the Punch newspaper.
Governors meet today to deliberate on Executive Order 10, federal government's $1 billion COVID-19 support. Page 25 of the Nigerian Tribune. And also, Gbajabi Amila gets Buhari's nod to solve diplomatic spat with Ghana. 2023 ethnicity no factor in deciding 2023 presidential ticket. That's from the Imo State governor. He was on a visit to President Buhari yesterday. State House in Abuja.
On Kama, you have Khan writes Buhari says law danger to national interest. Page 8 of the Punch newspaper. Your ShopRite moves to challenge order stopping assets transfer. That's on page 9 of the Punch newspaper. Special dedication to Edo decides on the front page of the Punch newspaper. Don't turn Edo to a war zone. CSO tells politicians. Yaga raises security concerns, identifies 13 flashpoints, and we have allegations against Edo Ondo Rex. Those are the resident electoral commissioners. Mere distractions, says INEC. Those stories are on page 7, 27, and 8 of the Punch newspaper.
Now, PNID, Rewan Lukman family demands apology from Malami. They're asking the Malami to apologize to the family for things said against their father, knowing he won't be able to defend himself since he's dead.
That's always the challenge. When you see a dead man, you now begin to well, thank God he has children who won't take nonsense. No, that's it. Well, that's life for you. Okay. Let's see if we have some more stories within before we go to sports. Okay. Court dismisses Oxford Varsity's objection to 10 million naira suit. And you also have blasphemy. Court officials frustrate musicians' appeal. Let him appeal. He's right. That's on page 8 of the Punch newspaper.
CBN pegs minimum interest rate at 10%. Nigeria's refineries incurred 148 billion operating deficit in 13 months. Operating.
Wow. Well, the rains are back. Hope you've noticed. And floods have started. Flash floods across this nation. Bochi flood kills 3 persons, destroys 200 houses. Well, it's a sign to other states to brace for impact. It's like the rain has gone to recharge. Ensure you keep your waterways clean and clear of debris. Okay, let's see if there's some more stories before we go to sports.
Okay, there's been a career Coco monarch joins ancestors after 48 years on the throne. That's on the community page of the.
That's some time. 48 years. Well, NSE, Nigeria Stock Exchange, creates product advisory committees. Okay, see some more stories. Active mobile phone lines, GSM lines in Nigeria, hit 199.3 million. NCC. Wow, that's some data right there. 199 million active phone lines. Well, you have petrol price should be about 155 naira per liter, says marketers. What's that? Continue. It's okay. And you have adhere to mining procedures. Minister charges stakeholders. That's on the business and economy page, precisely page 20 of the Punch newspaper. Additional begins second term. African leaders pledge support. That's on page 21 of the Punch newspaper.
And from Oyo State, no rift with Olubadan, says Makinde approves appointment of Babaloja. That's on page 3 of the Nigerian Tribune.
That sounds nice. That sounds really, really nice. I think we'll go straight. You have some more stories?
We're talking about Oyo State, the Governor Seyi Makinde and virtually the entire cabinet, deputy governor, commissioners will be moving to Ogbomoso this morning. It's all about the governor flagging of the phase 2 of the Light Up Oyo project, and also the reconstruction of under G Stadium, Lautech Gate Road, Ogbomoso. The governor will flag off phase 2 of Light Up Oyo State, Oyo State, and reconstruction of under G Stadium, Lautech Gate Road, Ogbomoso. That's today, Wednesday, the 2nd of September 2020 at 11:30 a.m. Well, like I said, the deputy governor, SSG, chief of staff, head of service, and
our own chairman too will be there.
Will be there.
Yeah, our own chairman right there at BCS will be there. Prince Oluyole will be there at that wonderful event in Ogbomoso. So for those who listen from that angle, especially the team GSM, Baraki governor.
Expecting the governor this morning.
Yeah. So, well, it will be in Ogbomoso today. Thank you so much. Okay, that's news from your state. To the sports scene. Ex-Eaglet star Felaha was diabetic, says source. And Suarez agrees personal terms with Juventus. Nigerian general orders gun for African sports top position. NFF to unveil Eagles' new jerseys. It had better be fine like the other one. In October, Curtin unwilling to meet Onazi's salary demands. Arsenal signed Lewis Gabriel for £27 million. Okay, that's about that on the sport page of the Punch newspaper.
Messi will floor Bassa in court, says Spanish law professor. Bassa sacked law firm for advising Messi. COVID-19, David Silva Adama Traore test positive. Kalu joins Fenerbahce on loan. And also have US Open, Osaka protest social injustice. And Arsenal unveil 27 million euro Magahiz, and date venue announced for Joshua Pulev bout. At sports pages of the Nigerian Tribune this morning.
All right, time check 6:51 a.m. Destination time remains 7:30 a.m. It's conversation with Dayo and Tola. You just tuning in. I am Oladayo Ogunbowale.
And I'm Tola Teriba.
We go straight to the meat of the news. Water resources. Confusion over bill as reps leaders disagree over hearing. There was confusion on Tuesday over the Water Resources Bill as two leaders of the House of Representatives sharply disagreed over public hearings on it. The Deputy Majority Leader of the House of Representatives, Peter Akpatason, in an interview with The Punch, said public hearings would be held on the controversial bill, which was abandoned by the 8th National Assembly. The chairman of the House Committee on Rules and Business, Abubakar Fulata, who reintroduced the bill on July 23, 2020, said there will be no more public hearing. He said a public hearing on the bill was held in the 8th National Assembly, adding that there was no need for another in the current 9th Assembly. But some National Assembly members from the Middle Belt and the southern parts of the country vowed to resist any attempt to pass the bill. The executive had in 2017 presented a controversial bill to both chambers of the National Assembly. The bill seeks to transfer the control of water resources from the states to the federal government. The Senate on May 24, 2018 considered the executive bill for second reading, during which senators were divided across regional lines. While northern senators supported the proposal and its objections, their southern counterparts opposed it. The controversy the bill generated frustrated its passage by both the Senate and House of Representatives. The proposal law is titled A Bill for an Act to Establish a Regulatory Framework for the Water Resources Sector in Nigeria, provide for the equitable and sustainable redevelopment, management, use and conservation of Nigeria's surface water and groundwater resources, and for related matter. When passed, it will concentrate the control of water resources around rivers, Niger and Benue, as well as other waterways which cut across 20 states in the hands of the federal government. The affected states are Lagos, Ondo, Ogun, Edo, Delta, Kwara, Kogi, Benue, Anambra, Enugu, Akwa Ibom, Adamawa, Taraba, Nasarawa, Niger, Imo, Rivers, Bayelsa, Plateau, and Kebbi states. Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka and organizations such as Southern and Middle Belt Leaders Forum, their one is the Indigo, and the Middle Belt Forum had last week warned the federal government and the National Assembly against bringing back the bill. Bill brought back illegally, says Rivers Rep. Speaking to one of the correspondents, the lawmaker representing Andoni Opobo Nkoro constituency of Rivers State in the House, Awaji Inumbek Abiante, said he was surprised when the bill was brought back to the floor of the House. Abiante said, I was in the chamber one morning and I saw someone, Fulata, move a motion, bringing the bill back. I can't find it in any gazette. If there is, they should let me know, because nobody knows it all. The attempt was made. They said second reading and committee of the whole. It is not procedural. As far as I know, in this National Assembly, it is against the procedure. Well, the Deputy House Leader said it will be subjected to public hearing. Deputy Majority Leader Peter Akpatason in his own interview stated that the bill will be subjected to public hearing, even though the Chairman House Committee says it does not need another public hearing.
Well, I begin to think, well, that has all been insinuated that there are some vested interest
clearly
regarding this issue of water resources and bill. And otherwise, one would want to say that this shouldn't be the way to go at a time when we have an heightening of inter-ethnic suspicions regarding the intents or otherwise of a particular ethnic group in the country, of a particular region of the country, regarding their interests, regarding what the leaders of that particular region want to do, or what has been insinuated by the time we refuse to tread with caution over this matter, the powers that be, the government, it would amount to further heightening these suspicions that have always been there. In any case, that have always been with us as a people, as Nigerians. And honestly, I think the word is that we should begin to tread with caution regarding this water bill. I mean, at this point in time, why do we want to throw so much again into the net? Why do we want to further stoke up the embers of discord? I think we have enough on the table already. We have enough to chew already as a nation.
You said something at the beginning, and for me that is key. Interests. Someone said, okay, you want to present this bill again, no problem, let's discuss it. Let there be a public hearing, let stakeholders come out. And you're saying it's not necessary.
It's not necessary.
Obviously you have something to hide. And see, you don't even need any special skills to detect that certain people just want more control over resources in another section of the country. And this is not right. We've been asking for restructuring, that we should devolve power, allow states to have more resources under their control. And now you are saying you want to strengthen the center more. This clearly, in fact, anybody in Lagos or even here in Ibadan should understand that this is not funny. It means any river within your state becomes federal government property. Well, I think I want to leave it here so that we'll see how, because the deputy majority leader is a principal officer of the house. We'll see how they push this, but that bill will be signed or will be passed without public hearing, then there's a problem. Because if those people are there to represent us, we must be able to say something when they decide to make laws on our behalf.
Well, some certain sections of the country represented in the National Assembly have said they would shoot it down again.
Clearly.
That was.
And if you ask me, that's the way to go. No, that's the way to go. They brought it up in the 8th Senate now, and it was shut down. So why now? Who is desperate to control resources down south? Is somebody somewhere seriously interested?
Well, otherwise, somebody should come out and tell us the merits of the presidency.
So, I mean, have the states come out to say they can't manage their water resources, that they need help? Or who is trying to help who? We'll take more stories.
Alert COVID-19 palliative, the Senate demands apology from NDDC. I didn't make that statement, says Ojuigo. That's regarding the statement that each senator got 20 million as COVID-19 palliative. The Senate on Tuesday demanded a public apology from the Interim Management Committee of the Niger Delta Development Commission over claims by the latter that federal lawmakers collected huge sums of money as COVID-19 palliative. The Executive Director Project NDDC, Dr. Cairo Ojubo, had in an interview with a national daily alleged that the lawmakers were beneficiaries of what he called COVID-19 allowances. He said they are talking about COVID-19 payments. The federal government is giving every citizen 30,000 naira each. Do you know how much federal government has spent? The CBN and many other corporations have been given COVID-19 allowances which are within their purview, just like NDDC did. In the National Assembly, each of the senators got 20 million naira, while the House of Representatives members got 15 million naira for COVID-19 from the National Assembly. They all received COVID-19 allowances. Now reacting to the claim, Senator representing Osun Central and Chairman Senate Committee on Media and Public Affairs, Ajibola Bashiru, dismissed the claim attributed to Dr. Ojubo as outlandish. They said no senator received any sum whatsoever from NDDC as COVID-19 relief fund or for any purpose whatsoever. And they admitted a public apology, of course, and challenging Dr. Ojubo to prove his claims. Now, Dr. Ojubo, in a separate statement issued last night, which he personally signed, has however denied the earlier disclosure. He says the member of IMC of the NDDC said no lawmaker enjoyed COVID-19 allowance since the intervention agency has no provision for it. His statement read in part, I want to state without equivocation, without any hint of doubt, that I neither issued nor made such a statement. Indeed, there is no provision in the Commission's budget for such statement, for such payments. Let me make it clear, with all due respect to the Harrow Chambers of the National Assembly as well as the entire public, I would have resisted such a payment if it were ever brought up in the Commission. That's the latest reaction from.
Interesting. So you're saying that not anymore.
Well, since I said that, he never handled the statement well. But I think
somebody needs to teach Dr. Cairo Ojugo how to play this politics. You don't. You had better not try. When you talk too much, sometimes you land in such problems. You should just keep quiet. He's not the head. Let Professor Ponde, that has his method of going on and off, let him handle the matter. Cairo Ojugo should go and sit down. He's already talking and now, recanting, and he does not need to. This is politics. Okay.
But honestly, since the report was in a national daily, and now that
he said it, you quoted it. He said it.
Now that you said it, I think the both the National Assembly now and Ojugo should now focus on that newspaper. Oh yeah, come and where he said it, come and show us the recording.
Someone called him. You know how these things work.
They should dig deeper. That's what I'm trying to say. Both sides should dig deeper.
Somebody most likely told him, my friend, I pity you. This only you want to fight the whole senator, be? He said the senators received. So he said NDDC that paid senator. Even that statement is somehow. So NDDC paid. Okay, so what's the connection between NDDC? Okay, imagine a senator from Borno State now. So how we said NDDC be paying a senator from Borno State or from Oyo State? It sounds somehow. But I know what he was trying to say, that with the senators to say they did not collect money. That is what he was trying to say, and he went overboard. He needs to watch what he probably needs.
It talks too much.
That's it. Allow Ponde to handle the matter. He has gone off and he has come back. He has his style of doing things. He should not. He's just director of, I think, projects or so. He should, instead of burning his fingers in all of these things, it's politics.
Honestly, I would say
anybody who can see this is pure politics.
Honestly, I would want to say, permit me. If I would say I was speaking about it, I'm sure most Nigerians would not be satisfied with these explanations. And we didn't take money. I didn't say so. At the end of the day, okay, they've put that national daily. They've put them in the middle now. So, of course, let the investigations proceed. Let's dig deeper and see what actually happened. If you actually said it then and is now retracting, then there must be a reason for that. Like you said, there must be a reason why he's recanting.
They've told him he's beyond his pay grade. There are some things you don't dabble into.
As usual, like the probe that was suspended, we were told that it was no longer necessary. Since papers have been signed, maybe we should just look
off your mic, Tola. All right. So, okay. All right. Gbajabiamila Amila visits Buhari, embarks on peace shuttle to Ghana. The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Gbajabiamila Amila, will on Wednesday today travel to Ghana as one of the ways of resolving the issues arising from the $1 million levy imposed by the West African countries on traders from Nigeria. Where's our Minister for
Foreign Affairs?
Okay, all right. So that's that. We'll see when it comes back. We'll see how that goes. And that's where there come attention. Khan writes Buhari, say law danger to national interest. Christian Association of Nigeria on Tuesday demanded the suspension of the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020. Khan, in a position paper, said Kama 2020, quote, has the potential that can further undermine the faith of stakeholders in the Nigerian state. End of quote. This is just as the presidency said Kama did not target religious organizations. It accused some politicians of latching on the criticism of Kama to wrongly characterize its purposes as an anti-religious law. Special Assistant to the President of Niger Delta Affairs and former National Assembly President, Presidential Liaison Officer, Senator Ita Edang, made the clarification during a brief ceremony at the Secretariat of Khan in Abuja, where he received the position paper of Khan on behalf of the President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired. Khan writes Buhari, say law, danger to national interest. Page 8 of the Point newspaper.
Last week, okay, we have a commercial. We'll be back.
So I don't write jollof rice, fried rice, pounded yam, egusi,
rice and stew, jollof rice. Thank you. All this plenty kind food one they call so. Now what you go chop for the naming baby?
Yes, auntie.
See, enjoy.
No be small.
You see, mama baby, the same way when we get different kind of food. Now so we get different kind of child-based spacing methods. So child-based spacing go make your belly sweet well, and your body too, it go standard gidigba. Anyone where you choose good for body, and you go fit trust them.
Auntie Nurse, my Jasper don't they talk about them more. But me, I dey fear.
See, no culture or religion when no they support anything we go make life better. Make you and your Jasper come when una ready. I go dey wait for now.
Okay.
No forget say anyone where you choose for childbirth spacing matter, they safe and you fit trust them. Oya waka go any health center where get the green dot logo to get full information on childbirth spacing services. This message now the Federal Ministry of Health and support from American people carry and come.
Conversation with Dio and Tola.
So glad to know you're there. It's Conversation with Dio and Tola. We'll take a couple more stories, something more, just a little, one or two, and then we'll open the phone line.
Before I take more stories, I wanted to say something about Kama. You know, there was the former chairman of NBA Ibadan branch on Barrister Kazim Badamosi on our station last week Saturday, and he was making some explanation regarding the controversial part of the Kama clause, that part which states that the government would have the right to appoint a board of trustees for airing religious organizations that fail to comply with financial regulations as stipulated in their own constitution or with other contents of their own constitution. And he did make some explanations that this issue particularly has to do with a lot of flexibility, legal flexibility and diplomatic flexibility involving members of that religious organization themselves. It's not just about the government taking over. He said there were legal processes to be followed and the final decision will be that of the court. Now what I'm getting at is that these explanations were quite elaborate, and these are the things the government should have been doing in its bid to convince these organizations on the merits or otherwise of the Kama law. What we saw was a direct talking down on the religious bodies, on other organizations that were opposed to this clause, that okay, we've done it, and if you like you can go to court, and that was the body language of the government, and which further heated up the controversy over this matter. So I think if the explanations are I wouldn't know what the final position of the church would be or the other religious organizations, but then I believe it would help if there are more explanations as to whatever the merits of the Kama or of the controversial clause is.
Well, just like we've agreed or we said earlier, I think the most important thing is the bill is not all. I've seen the portion. I've seen it's not altogether bad, but the portions that people have issues with, amend this. Space for amendments. Let's amend.
For dialogue. For
laws
discussion.
are made for people, and if the people are saying they are not okay with it, then let's meet at a common point. I don't expect this bro here and there. Everybody down here is it's a religious thing. It's not. It doesn't go. We won't go far. These are fault lines in our country. We know when you step on religion, something else will enter. I think we should just tread carefully. This is a law. Can we amend it? Yes. Let's trigger the process, and then we can move on. You want to take something on electricity tariff before we open the phone lines?
Discos increase electricity tariff as NELC approved service reflective tariff takes off. Electricity distribution companies Discos on Tuesday announced tariff increase for customers enjoying more than 12 hours of electricity. This is consequent on the approval granted by the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission (NELC) to the power distribution companies to commence the implementation of service reflective tariff (SRT) in a manner that would not affect customers consuming less than 12 hours of energy daily. To this effect, Discos have classified customers into 5 groups depending on the number of hours of electricity they enjoy, as against the former categorization into residential, commercial and industrial customers. with different bands A to E, depending on the level of supply. Those in Class A are customers who enjoy a minimum of 20 hours of electricity and they pay the highest. Class B is for customers who are supplied 16 hours a day. The tariff for this class is lower than that of Class A. And Class C customers have 12 hours of electricity supply and pay less than Class B. Class D customers enjoy 8 hours of electricity supply, while Class E customers have electricity for 4 hours daily. This goes increase electricity tariff.
We're up on the phone lines 08055009850, 08055009850. That's the number to join the conversation today. Put resources into coconut to spare the world. That's the theme for this year's World Coconut Day, September 2, 2020. Put resources into coconut to spare the world. World Coconut Day. Who's our first caller? I wanted to say who's our first coconut.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
I am Mr. Tola. Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
This is Mr. Shola from Okaka.
Nice to have you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Can you hear me?
Clearly.
We can.
Okay, thank you. Please, I want to say something. This water bill by the federal government. You know, if you are doing a business and that business is not bringing good income, the best thing is for you to venture into another one so something will come. Something good will come out of it. If crude oil is no more bringing some good things to Nigerian government post, let them try water now. And they are trying to perform a magic here. And the Almighty God will give us water. It's not a magician. And you know, Yoruba people say, so they are trying to see if water will bring more income. And this is not the best way to practice good democracy. So may God bless Nigerians. God bless you.
Okay. All right. All right. That's the way he sees it. Otumba Fadeyi Adeolu Cornelius on Facebook say, good morning, DNT. I'm using this time to congratulate our own Dr. Adeshino Akinwumi, and I wish him a successful second term in office. Adeolu Fadeyi from Okaka. Okay, it's two Okaka people that opened the program today. Kende Tiger Akinsomi, been a while. Say, good morning, guys. The obnoxious increment in the electricity tariff is preposterous and an act of insensitivity that is inimical to the citizens' development. Thank you, Kendi Tiger Akinsomi. Someone is on the phone line.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, Tola.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, God bless you.
Amen.
We always appreciate the daily time to give to us.
Thank you, sir.
I pray God will continue to increase.
Amen.
This is Dio from Okero.
Nice to have you, sir.
A friend that you have not known. The friend that you have not known. It's one of these days.
Pretty soon, sir.
Thank you. Now, on the issue of water wasting, it's crystal clear that the North has domineering spirit.
Wow.
And she's so committed to do some really venture of controlling the whole country. So it is the time for other parts of the country to brace up and liberate themselves if they don't want to continue to be slaves in their own fatherland. That is, they have in the agenda. Why wouldn't they just venture on things that will unite us, things that will make economy to grow and security to improve? Before you know it, they still create another thing just to get us confused. They should remember that God is not partial. God is not a religionist. He stands for uprightness. He stands for justice. And one of these days, God will visit every leader that is engaged in unholy ventures. Thank you. God bless you. Daya from Okeo.
Thank you so much, Mr. Daya from Okeo. You know, I pity a state like Bayelsa. It means the federal government will control. I mean, there's more water than land in Bayelsa. It means the federal government is in charge of the state.
Of course.
You know, Matthew Olalero of Facebook. Good morning, DNT. On electricity tariff increase. In electricity tariff, it is uncalled for at this time when there is erratic supply of electricity and here and there. Okay, I'm trying to the way you type these things together. Okay, may God save us in this nation. Yes, sir, from Ilero. Peter Kayode Abiodun, thank you. We go back to the phone line.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
This is Comrade Oluyole on the line, sir.
Nice to have you, sir. From where, sir?
Hey, good morning to you, Mr. Dayo and Mr. Tola.
Nice to have you. Where are you calling from, sir?
From the water deep. Whether or not for us, the east and the south, not to be enslaved by the federal government. I think it is better to drop that way. We should all say no to it because it's affecting the south. It's not affecting enough as such. Then what you say a big successful tenure of office to Dr. Akewumi. I wish him well in all his undertakings.
All right.
And I want to say good morning to you as well as our governor.
All right. You are calling from where, sir? Comrade Oluyole? Where are you calling from?
I am calling from Obadi Ogbomoso.
Okay. Thank you so much. All right, the phone line is still open. 08055009850. That's the number to join the conversation. Someone else here?
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, bonsoir.
Yeah, I'm calling from Ogbomoso.
Go ahead with your comment.
God bless you and all of us in Nigeria.
Amen.
I heard this morning in there is no increased price in petroleum. We buy 155 naira per liter.
It has not been increased. Marketers are suggesting that they should be selling for 155.
We are in problem about our economy because all the goods that we buy cheaper price before we also increase. So I'm happy to our federal government.
Thank you so much, Yamonsura. On Facebook, Ajani Jeremiah Adewale. Good morning. Okay, you are doing an interesting work. Thank you. God bless GSM. Okay, he's indeed the Messiah. All right, thank you. Orugbade Williams is here. Your man. So, as a guard Edo APC campaign, recent accident saga. Let the party faithfuls be cautioned during this era to avoid reckless driving in order to save lives. Actually, it was a truck that went to crash into them. I pray such ugly incidents will not occur again. Thank you, Mr. Orugbade Williams. Finally, okay, let me still take one more before we go back to the phone line. Adioti Kunle, Mr. Dianti, it seems majority of Nigerians are partial to the various obnoxious policies of the federal government that may affect our lives, and we still keep quiet, still in their party in every elections. I remember in 2012 when all Nigerians said no to fuel price hike, the decision was reverted. But what is happening now? Fuel is 150. New electricity tariff increase. May God deliver us. Good morning. Adioti Kunle from Isei. We'll go back to the phone line.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning. That must be Aruna.
This is Aruna from Odoro Ogbomoso.
You're welcome.
Mr. Janti, I'm happy this morning because I heard that you are coming down to Ogbomoso today. And I'll be happy to receive you.
Our chairman is coming, not us.
Make sure you follow the chairman. The two of you must follow the chairman because you want to see
I'm sure a guy is listening to you as you are talking.
We will get you accommodation here in Ogbomoso when you come.
Serious matter.
I would like to see your faces, the two of you.
Thank you so much, Aruna.
And the work coconut day. Yes, I need coconut so that I can take it to Gari.
All right. Thank you so much, Aruna.
Good morning. Bye-bye.
We really appreciate you. Adela Sunday on Facebook saying good morning, Tola. On water bill, it should be discarded totally. Comrade Adiola Sunday from Shaki or Paola Sampson. Good morning, Tola. You have been doing a wonderful job. Sound judgment, consensus analysis, objective presentation, fair hearing to callers. To Capitol, do you know you have unique voices? Oh, thank you. Wishing you a pleasant 2020 edition of September. Thank you so much, Mr. Paola Sampson. Thank you for the encouragement. Ajishola Muritala Akidele. Is Akidere or Akidele here? Can't see that pretty much well. Thank you. Christian Bola Adio. Good morning, Mr. Dayantola. Increasing electricity tariff this time is uncalled for. They increase fuel, nobody talk. Increase foreign exchange, another problem. This country has turned to another thing entirely. If I may ask, do we have leaders? We do.
Of course
we do. Thank you. Christian Bolau, adieu. Let's pick some more calls.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, it is Friend David calling from Obumaso.
Nice to have you, sir.
Good morning to you, Mr. Dayo and Tola.
Morning, sir.
Yes, I know Obumaso will be a go today for the executive governor of your state, Engineer Seyi Makinde, and we congratulate him for the visit. And on this water resource day, now I want federal government to know, the sponsor of the bill to know that in Nigeria, rivers and water serve as geographical, political, and cultural boundaries. And we all know what belongs to us. Because if you try to look at some of the local governments, some of the states, and some of the community in Nigeria, this water serves as a boundary. And we know how we have been sharing what we have. But by the time the federal government take over, it may lead to many community crises, state crisis, and electricity crisis. So I want the government to reconsider this, because it may not see the light of the day. We have been used to it. For example, look at this also now. The federal government take over. How are they going to manage it? God save Nigeria.
Thank you. There's a lot. Thank you for revealing that. Wow. I mean, these are things that should be said in that public hearing. It's for boundaries, and then all these festivals and all that. The state can no longer control it.
Deities.
Serious matter. Adeyema Adesina on Facebook. Good morning, Tola and Dayo. The people down south should mandate their representatives to vehemently oppose the water bill. They should reject it, pata plus the envelopes. Okay. Fatoki Kende Samson is also here. Good morning. Voices of conversation with Dayo and Tola. Water resources bill. Please, what is going to be the fate of a state like Bayelsa? We just said it. They only have 8 local governments. The rest is water. If the bill is passed, they should just say Bayelsa is now federal government. I mean, it's as simple as that. May God overhaul and reposition the state of our nation in Jesus' name. Amen. From under G. Someone else is here.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
This is Asika Bola from Okewodo Gomasho.
Nice to have you, sir.
Yes, I want to comment on this our lawmaker. They are denying that they did not collect any palliative. Why they continue this? Deceiving Nigerians. They are not deceiving you. They are deceiving themselves. They collected this palliative. Why as another person couldn't collect anything? These lawmakers, they are collecting billions of money every year. Collecting palliative, what are they going to use the money for? Secondly, sir, about our God that coming to us this morning, I want you to remember the rule, the expert rule, consulted by our former governor. We have a portion of that road that is not good, that is bad. It's causing accidents here every day.
Okay.
It's really for us too. Good morning.
Thank you so much. It's coming to flag off, light up project on a particular road, so I'm sure we will see all that. And then claiming that senators collected money, I think that would be unfair to them. They said they did not collect.
And the man who said it too is recanting.
He said he did not say it. So let's be fair to the senators. Let's be fair to them. Abiola Oladipupo say, good morning, Mr. DNT. Please say something on school resumption, sir. Thanks for the good job. We read a particular headline. Obafemi University said they did not put out any release that they are reopening. ASU is saying it's not yet time. So, sorry. Except maybe state-owned schools. That, but as far as federal government is concerned, it's a no for now. Fumilola Adewale saying good morning. Thank you. Let's take 1 or 2 more calls.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning once again. This is Dayo again. We want to thank the presidency for the good job we do.
Okay.
Your team is going to Obumasho again today. So we respect him in Oteo. We love him. We cherish him. Let him please. I respect the time for magnanimity to us in Oteo as the local government in general.
No, thanks,
sir. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Daya from Okeo. I'm pretty sure necessary people are saying. John Godwin is saying good morning. Thank you. John Godwin from Nola Adewale. We appreciate you. We can take some more calls.
Hello, good morning.
Hello. Oh, that's from your hand. On Twitter, Elegbede Rahman is saying special kudos to your state government for the initiative to virtually screen retirees from the diaspora. It's a welcome idea. And on Kama, I appreciate and salute the courage of Pastor Adeboye for the maturity visits to Aso Rock. Well, we don't know whether it's Kama. We don't know whether it was Kama. All right. So, Rahman, thank you so much for your comment. Let's go back to the phone line.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. G&T.
Reverend.
Reverend Babatunde, speaking from Mandabe.
Nice to have you, sir.
Now, concerning the NDDC and the Senate, now, let the NDDC say apology to the Senate if they have not collected anything from them. But if they have done so, it is the duty of the NDDC to mention the names of the senators that collected money. If the NDDC is not, there anybody. So in the light of this, they should not deceive us. Let us know the truth. Whether they have collected the money, the names should be read. If not, apology should be taken to the senators. Reverend Babatunde from Lanlate, thank you.
Thank you so much, Reverend. There's no story, there's no point flogging the matter. The person who said he didn't say it. Yeah, okay. Oluyole Rashid saying, morning, electric supply needs to be improved other than the tariff being increased. Thank you. Very valid points.
I have two fundamental questions. Is Nigeria not planning to provide 24 hours electricity across board? And talking about those who enjoy 20 hours electricity, who really enjoys that in Nigeria? I would say the power companies will be running at a loss actually, because most Nigerians are in the category of those who enjoy under 4 hours. I stand to be corrected, Dayo.
Even power companies are using generator. Let's take this.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. D&T.
Good morning, sir.
This is Alaji Lamkam from Oluyole.
Okay, Alaji Lamkam, go ahead, briefly, sir.
Water resource bill. If not for a hidden motive, why the agitation for control or takeover of our waterways? We don't know whether these waters are concentrated. The only thing that is clear, there have been little or no impact of federal water resources ministry in this southern part of this country over time. So after Ruga failed, these people are just finding ways of taking control of everything. And the people should live up to expectations by defending the people they represent. Good morning, sir.
Thank you so much, Alaji Lamkam. That's the much we can take on the show today. Okay. Up next, Sport Tidbits. Don't go anywhere. I remain Oladayo Ogunbowale.
I'm Tola Teriba.
Till tomorrow when we come your way, Ishala from Okaka, Dayo from Okeo, Comrade Ojewale from Ogbomosho, Yamonsura, Aruna from Ogbomosho, Prince David from Ogbomosho, Isaac Agwela Wode from Ogbomosho, Reverend Babatunde from Lanlate, and Alaji Lamkam from Ilogbo. Thank you so much for making it a date with us. Have a wonderful day. Up next, Sport Tidbits. Don't go anywhere.
Stay powered up and keep the chats and apps going from sunrise to sunset with an all-day battery. Store up to 3,000 songs from all your favorite artists or 13 hours of high-definition videos thanks to lighter apps from the Android Go edition. So you can stay entertained all day, every day. The new Nokia C2 has all these and more from 29,000 Naira. Nokia smartphones. It just keeps getting better.
Mikolo, my engine sounds like brand new. Is it not the same Mobile Super 1000 you used to service it?
Not the same Mobile Super 1000, but levels don't change.
Yes! Mobile Super 1000 XHP is now improved to meet the highest standard of quality APISN. So, whether you buy Mobile Super 1000 XHP, Mobile Super 2000 semi-synthetic, or even the new fully synthetic Mobile Super 3000, you are guaranteed the APISN perfection